Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this.
Hello everybody, I'm Bill Dance and welcome to another episode of Bill Dance Saltwater. You know, I get mighty excited when I think about what we're going to be doing today. And that's fishing on the east coast of Florida along the Indian River. And we're going to be fishing with a good friend of mine who you've seen on the show before. That's Peter Deeks of Merritt Island, Florida. We're going after monster-sized speckled trout. And when I say monster size, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, I couldn't wait to get back down here to get with my good buddy Peter. We're going for big ones, right?
We're going to do our best.
Well, that's what he says every year. We're going to do our best, and we catch them. I've caught the biggest I've ever caught in my life. The biggest was a little over 11 pounds.
Yeah.
I've caught 10 pounders, 9 pounders, 8 pounders, and up until then, you know, 4 pounds was the biggest trout I'd ever caught. And when I met you, you know, and I've shown people pictures of these fish, and their mouth flies open to the size of the fish we catch. What is it about this area that produces monster-sized trout? Is it the forage? Is it the climate? Is it the water quality? Is it the temperature? Is it the growing season? What is it that grows these gigantic fish?
Well, you know, I think it's a combination of everything. We have, you know, we've got the habitat, we have the food, and the whole waterway is really just, it's a lagoon with barrier islands on the outside so the fish can go out to the ocean and back in the river. There's not a ton of fishing pressure, so it's a big combination of everything.
Do a lot of these big fish go to the ocean and then come back in? Or
They do in the wintertime, yeah.
Oh, they're not just resident fish that stay here?
Not so much.
Now, we call these, or you call these fish, gator trout.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference in a big speckled trout and a gator trout? Is it the same thing, or is that just a nickname?
It's pretty much the same thing. A gator trout is like the biggest of the big. You know, when they get to a certain size, and it's like that's the record size, that's a gator trout. So on the west coast of Florida, gator trout's 24 inches. Over here, a gator trout's 27, 28 inches.
You know, I grew up bass fishing, and I've always said big baits catch big fish. What's your theory on this? I know the times that we've trout fished, we've always used big baits.
Mm-hmm.
What's your theory on that?
Well, you can rule out, and you can only target big fish with big baits. A small fish can't eat a big bait. You can catch big fish on small baits, but you can't catch small fish on big baits. So we're fishing on big schools of trout, anywhere from 12 inches up to 35 inches. So we're using big baits, and we're targeting the big fish.
Do these big trout travel in schools, or are they kind of loners, or do they travel in small schools?
Well, it depends on the time of year. In the wintertime and the spring, the big trout are with the big trout. They're schooled up together. And then in the spring and the summer, they'll kind of spread out in the winter, mix with one another a little bit better.
Well, every great trip starts with a hookup.
Well, Bill, I think I know where we can make that happen.
Well, I bet you do. Let's go do it.
There he is. Oh, yeah, baby. You the man, Bill. Oh.
He's on. No, he's on.
Horse. Feel like a good one?
Yeah, look at that line cut it.
Oh, that's a nice fish, Bill. Really nice fish. Looked like that hook might have slipped. Just nice and easy.
It did. I'm gonna come back around with it.
Here, I'll get the net, Bill.
There you go. There he is. Whoa.
Good way to start, Bill. Nice 6.5 pounder.
That's a good one.
For sure. You the man.
Yep.
First cast, first fish.
Turn him loose.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels. And Mercury Marine. Go boldly. Today's conditions log is brought to you in part by Fish Defunk. It keeps your hands scent-free and clean, so fish can't smell you. Use Fish Defunk unscented while fishing and Fish Defunk scented after fishing to remove all odors.
Now, how deep's that water right there?
About 2 feet. I'm on, Bill.
Good.
Oh yeah, feels like a good one. Whoa, he's a real good one. I think he is. It's so, yeah, we're gonna need a bigger net. It's so neat.
That's what you caught last time.
Give it a try. I'll give you 20 bucks if you get him in with that net. Big guy, you coming down here with these little nets?
I can't see him. Bring him into the net. Oh boy, that is a monster. That is a monster.
Oh, do you mind if I grab him?
I hope you do. Let me get
that big.
the hook goes this way, then it came back this way.
That's a good hook.
I guarantee it's a good hook.
Yep, there you go.
And then it comes back around this way, and I got it. Boy, that is a big, big trout. Look at him down the way.
Look at the girth on that fish.
How big do you think that fish is?
He's about 31 inches. I'd say 9 pounds.
9 pounds. He's a pretty, look at his big eye.
Beautiful.
Big mouth.
Cool. You want to set him back in there?
Yeah, look, here's what gets me, how big the girth is. Turn him over on his stomach. That big girth. Yeah. Boy, look at the back on him. That is a pretty fish. I'm telling you, there's a big fish down here, brother. Wow. Oh, that's pretty. Ah, lake.
Big fish. Nice. Look at him up there. Yeah, baby. I'm on two. You ready for this, Bill?
Yes, sir. You got one on?
Yep. Oh, I lost mine. Oh, man. It's fun fighting these big fish in the light tackle.
Oh, yeah, look out there. Looks like a barracuda. He's coming under the boat. Under the boat.
Hey, let me get that trolling motor. You got him?
Oh, he's out.
Cool. Beautiful fish. Look at that. Look at that fish. It never gets old, does it? And you can catch tons of trout like this and still to catch one that big.
Boom!
There.
I mean, he hammered it. He hammered it.
Check him out, Bill. Look at this. Look at the size of that guy.
That is a dandy. How big is that fish?
About 8 pounds, would you say?
Yeah, I'd say every bit of it.
Let me get that hook out real quick.
It's a pretty one.
Give him a little.
Look how fat the fish is. Look at the girth underneath, how fat that big dorsal. Look at the mouth on it. Hello.
You can use these big baits. That fish
Yep.
right there can eat a 12-inch bait. You set him free?
Yeah.
There he goes.
I'll tell you what, 6 and 8 pound trout just right off the bat. That ain't bad, starting out. You got slime on your head. You're not fooling me.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And Lure-Lock, turning the tackle world upside down. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
There you go. Just let them swim up in there.
Well, I threw where you wanted to throw, didn't I?
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Those porpoises hurt you?
Not so much.
I'm about out there in the middle of them.
All right, Bill, I just got whacked. You ready?
There you go. Good deal. Got him? You got him?
He might have come off. No, he's on.
He's on. He's off. He's on. He's off. He's on. Have I got you?
No, we're free, Bill.
All right, come around me. Let me get out of your way. Boy, he saw that net and he went, where is it? I got it. Boy, that's a pretty fish. Yes, it is. Nice.
Get that hook out.
I got it. Whew. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. All right, I'm on.
You on? Got him? Yep. How many guide trips you make a year?
I usually fish every day but Sunday, so I don't know, probably 300. As long as you chase fish that you like fishing for, it never gets old. Whew. I got a big old hog on.
You got a big old hog
Big
on?
old hog. I like this boat. It's a really wide, stable
I tell you what,
platform.
5 people can stand on one side of it, and the stability, it won't even move.
Because
I mean,
it doesn't even move me walking.
You can play a
over here.
basketball game in it, huh?
It doesn't rock at all.
Oh, it's not as big as mine.
It's not, but it's still a good one. I think this is my biggest one today.
You really want me to net him?
So it's up to you. Why don't you lip that like you do them largemouth bass?
Bring him over here.
Well, you don't want to go over there.
That's a nice, pretty trout. I should have brought a bigger net. Pull at it. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a showing up. Looks like a big salmon.
Oh, the hook's out.
Hook's out. Sure is.
That's why you have a good net always.
That's a good net. It just needs, for these big fish, it needs to be a little bit bigger.
And one that doesn't hurt their slime coating. This is a really good net for these. Look how fat that guy is.
He's fat.
That's a beautiful fish.
Look how fat that baby is.
What do you think he's got in there? A big old hog?
Yeah.
That's filled with mullet right there. These big mullet schools are coming through. They're gorging themselves on them.
Ooh, nice.
Setter free?
Yeah, setter free. We could put that in the middle of the table and everybody could eat on it.
That's the proper way to release a trout.
You didn't mean to do that. You didn't mean to do that. You were going to ease it in and show it off. And the last three that you've
They're
released.
making me look bad. Look at all this water and slime.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. What's the key to catching big bull reds in Destin, Florida? Well, my buddy and guide Josh Nelson says time of year and type and size of bait. Normally, August and September are prime in Choctawhatchee Bay. Big reds love big croakers. Another crucial aspect is sinker weight selection, current speed, and tide. Start out using a 1 ounce weight on a Carolina rig in slow current and up to 6 ounces in heavy current.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and Thin-Nor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning is provided by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish. Confidence is the best lure in your tackle box, and having trust in your equipment takes that worry off your mind so you can fish your best. And Bill Dance will tell you his confidence level with the Mercury 115 4-stroke is off the charts. The Mercury 115 4-stroke has less vibration, is super quiet, and generates lots of power to get your boat on plane faster. Come be a part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
What we're using 7'6" medium inshore smoke rods, quantum, and we're using 30 size smoke inshore reels. And all of this is attached to Strand's 30-pound braid superline that's made with Dyneema. And we've got a 40-pound fluorocarbon leader. And these are 8/0, didn't you?
8/0, yep.
8/0 Odyssey Gamakatsu hooks. Move a lot of line on a hook set with that. They've got lightweight, sensitive tips, and you can see that, a tremendous amount of backbone from about that 4th guide or 5th guide down. These inshore rods have got a little bit bigger guides than the freshwater guides. So when you tie your fluorocarbon leader to your braid, that knot, it'll go through those guides a lot better for your inshore rods.
Or is that a redfish or a trout?
I can't tell.
Holy cow. I'm not going to light your drag a little bit. If that's a trout,
I'll give you $20 if you get him in that. I'll give you $50 if you
Bill,
get him
if
in
that's a
that.
trout, that's like your biggest.
Look at him, take it. I don't believe it's a redfish. I sure don't. I'm gonna let you net him.
I don't know if that's going to be your biggest, but he's huge. Check it out.
What a trout. What a trout. How big do you think that net?
31 inches at least.
I don't know if that's the big. No, that's not the biggest, but he's a good one though. Boy, that is a big trout.
That's a fish of a lifetime, no doubt.
Yeah, you know, that is a huge one.
Let me set him back free.
All right, just let him go.
Gotta revive these big fish. Whoa!
There you go.
He didn't need no reviving. I'm on a really big fish. Double, baby! Listen to that drag, Bill.
Mine came off.
Oh no.
Look at that bullet jump my line right there. Where's the fish?
This is a big one, I think. He's way out there.
He is a giant.
Let's Bill lift!
Oh, look at this fish. Look at the size of this one here. You are the man. Look at the size of that trout. Look at the size of that trout.
Just so he's so big.
Look at that big gut. That big, look at that stomach on that fish.
Just look how wide it is. Oh, that's a cool fish, isn't it?
How big is that one? That one's,
That's close to 10.
I guarantee you this. Let her go easy. Boy, that is a big, big fish. You just killed me.
It's
How you
always
get
been the
this-
other way
that,
around.
I'm telling you.
You're always the one that gets the big one.
No, I'm glad you caught him. I am so glad you caught him. I'm telling you. Whoa!
It was nice of you to hand me that rod when he was biting.
Oh, I didn't hand you that rod. This guy is unbelievable, man. I'm telling you. He can catch the biggest trout I've caught him from South Texas all the way to Virginia and all the way around the Gulf up the eastern seaboard, but nobody catches them like this guy. Golly. Man, Peter Dinks, you are it.
We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.